But before we go, we have a special interview for you.
Oh.
Robert Boo talks diversity honors, Pride Center, and what LGBTQ plus will face in 2024. Anchor David Hopkins had a special interview with him this week, the Chief Executive Officer of the Pride Center at Equality Park. Boo will host with the Harvey Milk Foundation the important diversity honors at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino on March 9th. He talks about Robert's impactful work and insightful views on the issues affecting the LGBTQ plus community.
Robert Boo talks diversity honors, Pride Center, and what LGBTQ plus will face in 2024. Robert Boo is a dynamic leader and passionate advocate for the LGBTQ plus community, serving as the Chief Executive Officer of the Pride Center at Equality Park since March of 2012. With a background in development and a deep commitment to fostering inclusivity, Robert has spearheaded transformative initiatives during his tenure. Pride Center at Equality Park is literally the heart of the LGBTQ plus South Florida community. On March 9th, they will partner with the Harvey Milk Foundation and Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood, to present diversity honors. The dinner event presents the Harvey Milk Medal to icons like Billy Porter, Belinda Carlisle, and Spencer Battiest. The Alan Schubert Award will be presented to Mark Hunter. Transinclusives Tatianna Williams and the Gay Men's Chorus of South Florida are also honored. Welcome, Robert, to Queer News Tonight.
Hey, David, how you doing?
Good to see you. It's been a while. So can you tell us about your journey as the Executive Director of the Pride Center at Equality Park and the impact you've brought during your tenure?
Oh my gosh. So, I've been associated with the center since actually 2006. I can't look that old, but being the CEO over the last 12 years has been so rewarding to see the absolute growth in the Equality Park campus, our portfolio of services to the community. And then one of the crowning achievements was to actually build the state of Florida's first LGBT-focused senior affordable and supportive housing community.
That's awesome. So speaking of things like that, how has the Pride Center expanded services and programs to cater to the diverse communities here in South Florida?
So we have the nation's largest weekly gathering of active agers, i.e. seniors, and we call them active agers, not because I'm now part of that community, but we've expanded our programs and services with our transgender services coordinator, our Women with Pride coordinator. We have also added more expansion into the active aging community. And like I said, with the housing, it really is a wonderful feeling to provide that safe and welcoming space for our elders as they age in place.
Well, I know you host a lot of different organizations like SAGE. You've got the Coffee and Conversation. What other kind of organizations do you guys host there at the Pride Center as well?
Well, there's actually 10 other organizations that office on our campus. So SAGE of South Florida, the Dolphin Dems, Challenge Fitness, Gay Men's Chorus of South Florida, Transinclusive Group, the Congregation at Chaim, and Church of the Holy Spirit Song. So when we purchased the campus, it was the intent to create a campus of care, multiple services, multiple organizations providing services to our community. So there could be this whole continuum of care. And then aside from the other organizations that office, we provide meeting room space to over 45 groups that meet on our campus on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis.
How has your experience as the Chief Executive Officer shaped your approach to leadership and organizational growth?
You know, as the CEO of an organization, I had 20 plus years in the corporate world. And so as the CEO of a nonprofit organization, I'm there to mentor, nurture, and grow our staff. And so it's so rewarding when I see multiple people from our staff go off and build their own nonprofit organizations, such as Lorenza Robertson with the Ojima Men's Collective, Tatianna Williams with Transinclusive, Jorge Delgado with High Impacto. So it's really a very rewarding experience to nurture and to grow our own staff as well as the community itself.
Excellent. So speaking of the community, what challenges do you face in securing funding for LGBT-friendly programs, and how have you overcome them?
So one of the challenges is finding funding for our Women with Pride program, with transgender services programming, our active aging. All of those programs are not funded by a grant, and so we have to fundraise for those. But we feel so important that they are so important to provide. We absolutely still continue to fundraise for those. One of the vehicles that we utilize is the AHF Florida AIDS Walk matching opportunity, which if we raise $500,000, they will match it with $500,000. So that helps us provide all of our programs and services. And even those programs that we do have a grant, the grant funding doesn't cover all the expenses. So yeah, we need to still fundraise for everything.
Well, and you guys are also the ones who throw arguably the biggest Halloween party in South Florida, Wicked Manners. Does that assist with fundraising, or is that just more community involved?
Oh, no. We do not put on this event for just a community event. No, it is a fundraising event. It helps provide our vital services and programs to the community. And Wicked Manners is the largest in the southeast of the United States, because we always stay true to the date, no matter what day of the week it is. Mm-hmm. So last year we had over 30 to 35,000 people in attendance, and that was on a Monday night, I think it was.
Yeah, I was in the costume contest with a bunch of friends.
Oh, good.
We've actually done live broadcasts of Wicked Manners as well. If you look through Career News Tonight from home, you can see an old broadcast. Actually, it's happening at our talk show that did a live broadcast. It's amazing. You have to come down for that. So, speaking of coming up events, tell us about Diversity Honors Gala and its importance to celebrating authenticity, leadership, and courage in the LGBTQ plus community.
So one, we're so grateful for the Hard Rock because they are presenting sponsor, and they have been so supportive of the LGBTQ community here in South Florida, and bringing the Harvey Milk Foundation and the Pride Center together. The Harvey Milk Foundation does wonderful advocacy work throughout the world. They go to multiple countries to help protest and educate people against tyranny and suppression. And then here in South Florida, to have all of our programs and services that we provide free to the community, it's a match made in heaven, because we're not competing, we're not fighting for the same clientele, and so it really is a good collaboration. And so this is going to be our 8th year of putting Diversity Honors on.
Excellent. And what was the inspiration for that collaboration, or where did that come from? Who started that?
Schubert Milk, actually. We started talking of what could we do together, and how could we collaborate. And so with that collaboration in mind, the Hard Rock became part of the triangle, if you will, of making this wonderful event occur. And so, yeah, it's been a fun journey.
And I'm sure some of the people at home, well, everyone should be familiar with Stuart's last name, but tell us about Stuart a little bit, so the folks who may not be familiar with him.
Sure. So Stuart is the nephew to Harvey Milk, who was killed back in, I think, his 45th anniversary of his assassination was just this last November. And so some people went to Stuart and said, hey, you really should start a foundation to commemorate and continue the work that his uncle started. And so, yeah, it's one of those storybook telling of an organization starting grassroots and then growing and getting to the platform that they are.
Excellent. So how do you select the honorees for the Diversity Honors Gala, and what criteria are considered for recognition?
Well, we look at our local heroes who have made a difference in the lives of the LGBT community. And so we want to elevate and promote them for their hard work, because it is tough. It is tough, especially in the state of Florida, with our community being under attack by our own administration. So we look for those individuals who are improving the lives of our local community, and then we look at the individuals on a national and international basis with the same regard of what are they doing to help improve the lives of our community and to bring light to all the work that we're doing, as well as all the challenges that we're facing.
And as someone who's a director of, actually vice president of a charity organization, you guys must have your work cut out for you, because there's a lot of good people down here that do a lot of work.
Yeah.
On different scales. So that's an amazing thing you guys do, and it's appreciate it. So what do you hope attendees will take away from Diversity Honors Gala, and how does it contribute to advancing inclusivity and diversity?
So the takeaway is, I want the audience and everyone that attends to get to know the honorees in a little bit. And our awards gala is not long in program, and we want people to come, enjoy, interact, meet, greet, and get to know these heroes in our world a little bit more.
Excellent. So considering the evolving landscape, especially here in Florida, what do you foresee as the key challenges and opportunities that the LGBTQ plus community is going to face in 2024?
So our brothers and sisters in the trans community are especially under attack with the bills to restrict gender-affirming care in youth and in adults. It has gotten to be a very unwelcoming environment for many of those in our community. And I know that there have been some travel bans placed on Florida, and I want our community to come here to show the dollar value of the LGBT community, and I want our own LGBT-owned businesses and organizations to be able to thrive. So I hope that everyone who's watching from outside of the Tri-County area will consider coming here to visit, to spend their dollars to support the local businesses and organizations, so our whole community can stay strong, because together we can fight this much better than if we were in our own individual silos.
Yeah, I've noticed it when I'm out and about in the past 2 years, the boycotts of Florida by the LGBTQ community seem to be hurting the LGBTQ businesses the most.
Exactly.
Because our opponents are still coming in droves and just not visiting our businesses. So that's tough. And also, Queer News Tonight has previously reported on the new driver's license and ID restriction that people can't change their gender on there. Thankfully, a current workaround is you can get the passport card with the correct gender markers. But
correct. At the federal level, it's still being recognized, and you can use that as your official document.
Excellent. So about these different issues we're facing, how does the Pride Center plan to address them?
So surprising, some people go, oh, I really want to support an organization that does advocacy work. And we do that. Even as a 501c3, we can be an advocate for our community. So we do not enforce individuals, but we do endorse individuals, but we do promote and talk about policies and the bills that are being proposed. And so we educate our community on all of those bills that are being proposed, where they are in the process, and who are the contacts that they can reach out to. You can be an advocate on your sofa. You can literally sit there and send emails, make phone calls, and it really is a numbers game, making sure that our elected officials hear from us, and the more that we make phone calls and emails, then they know that we're paying attention.
Yeah, visibility is very important.
Correct.
And also, you guys do offer a lot of direct services through transgender care assistance, housing assistance, and
linkage of services is what we do. We work with everyone. We consider ourselves Switzerland. We work with everyone and try not to duplicate services, but we want to link them to their existing services.
Excellent. And was there anything else you'd like to share with us about the Pride Center Diversity Honors, or what to expect coming up?
Well, the Pride Center at Equality Park, back in 2015, we did a charrette, which is a master planning process, came up with our master plan, and now we're actually going to go back and revisit that master plan to see, post-COVID, how did that change what our major initiatives are for the future of our campus? And so we'll be going through that process shortly, and hopefully updating our master plan, which is our roadmap to 2035.
Excellent. Well, for those at home, Diversity Honors is a very special event for the South Florida community and something you don't want to miss. You can get more information and tickets at diversityhonors.org. Thank you, Robert Boo, for all you do, and we look forward to Diversity Honors on March 9th.
Thank you.